So I'm watching Hunter x Hunter for the first time, and I've just finished the Heaven's Arena arc. And ladies and gentlemen, they are absolutely cooking. From introducing a mentor and the power system of this world, which is Nen, all the way to Gon and Hisoka having an absolute brawl. The 9 episodes of this arc were absolutely fire. Right, so before starting the anime, I'd already heard of Nen, like I've heard the power system of this anime was amazing. And now that it's been introduced, I actually love it. It's made the story so much more interesting, but we'll talk more about that later. I am going to be spoiling this arc in its entirety, dropping, most of the story, and I'll be giving my noob opinions along the way. So the main goal of this arc is at first just to make money. These boys are bag chasers, real hustlers, fighting for that money, for that cash. Oh, and obviously they're there to get stronger as well. The rules of Heaven Arena is quite simple. Basically, knock out your opponent via any means necessary, and that's it. There's no rules besides that. There's something like 250 floors on the entire thing, and the higher the floor you go, the more money you can get as a prize. They start on the ground floor, and as the old saying goes, size does not matter. I mean, our boy Gon palms the shit out of this guy. Big boy Gorlock over here in his first fight and wins, obviously. They then run into this young karate kid called Sushi. He's like a disciplined side character for this arc, and alongside him is his mentor, Wing, who introduces us the world of Nen later, which is, this story's power system. Not only did Zushi display Nen in his fight against Killua, he got our boy Kill backing up. Because apparently, Killua said it was similar to his brother's aura. This begins their training and learning arc. Now, I'm not going to lie, it did take me some time to understand Nen, but now I do, I absolutely love it. So basically, Wing tells Gon and Killua Nen is like life energy or willpower that people have, and that they can manipulate and change this energy into different techniques. But to be fair, he doesn't teach him anything, he just leaves them in the dark. Until they make it to floor 200, where they run into the clown himself, Big Boy Hisoka. Crazy that we get to see this guy. I thought we were only going to see him in York New City, but we're seeing him here. And he uses his Nen, his aura, to stop him from moving. So at this point, Wing has to teach him. So Nen is obviously fairly complicated, but I'm going to put it simply, I'm going to explain it. So you got Ten, which is used for protection, bringing your aura out, making your body tough, etc. Zetsu shuts off aura, conceals your presence and helps you recover and heal. And Ren is helping you in the production of more aura. So this is the first 3 parts of Nen. And after teaching Gon and Killua that, Wing breaks his wall, the goofy R guy, and gives us the prime example of Hatsu, which is the last principle of Nen, and it is the release of aura. Then, like you would jumpstart a car battery, Wing shocks these boys with his Nen, awakening the flow of Nen, the pipes of Nen in their body. The main reason why I actually like this arc is because it doesn't feel much like a training arc and just getting stronger. It almost feels like a competition, like a tournament arc, with Hisoka being the main antagonist. Also, don't get me wrong, typical main character stuff to learn Nen so fast, and to walk through Hisoka's aura like that after 1 or 2 hours of training is crazy. Very good pacing for the first few episodes, I will say, and it did help me enjoy this arc even more. It teaches this difficult arse power system, Nen is very complicated, but it keeps us engaged, fills it with cool fights, and shows what other Nen users can do, which is very, very important. This spinny top guy that Gon fights, it puts Gon out of using Nen for 2 months and just beats the absolute Christ out of him. Obviously, we have Gon dodging around, being cool, but that's not the point. He did get his ass handed to him. Hisoka had a good fight against Castro, and we're showing more ways how Nen is used. Hisoka's got this crazy power system called bungee gum. Loki is overpowered as hell. This guy completely messed up Castro, but this is where Hisoka cooks. This character is so interesting. So he has this pink-haired lady who can use Nen to stitch his arm, going crazy blah 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 blah. Fixes it. But after this, she says that her and Hisoka are in the Phantom Troupe and talks about plans that the leader has. Can I just say, this information bomb being dropped is obviously nuts. Now that I've finished off the arc, I understand it now. Here we go though. Because basically, Hisoka's a fraud. I mean, we knew that from the beginning. But this guy, whilst he's showering, don't want to call it fan service, but he was showering. You see his big fat spider tattoo on his back. This guy literally takes it off. He takes off the spider tattoo. Thanks to obviously his Nen technique. What? You know what I mean? This guy is faking out one of the strongest villain groups in the entire story. That is the good thing about Killua, is that we as viewers know so much about him, but the characters in the story have 0 idea. No one else knows he's in the Phantom Troupe besides the members. I mean, Kurapika doesn't even know for a start. And no one, besides Hisoka himself, obviously knows that he's a fake Phantom Troupe member. I mean, you don't know if he's an undercover agent, but still, very interesting guy. It adds this anticipation for York New City, and I feel like Kurapika and Hisoka, they've almost got a fight, but I think our group of 4, I'm talking Gon, Killua, Kurapika and Leorio, they might have to fight the Phantom Troupe, but they're going to get their asses handed to them. They're going to get absolutely whooped if every member is Hisoka strength or more. Alright, anyways, back to the story. Killua has aura. I mean, we always knew this. But big man, if you move, you're dead. If I ever see you again, you're dead. If you use Nen, you're dead. This guy has so much aura. As a side character as well, and the guy he threatened glazed Killua. He said he would rather quit than die, and he knew that he was absolutely no match for Killua. It's always good to see how much a character's improved based on an old opponent, and Gio, like the spinny top guy who injured Gon for 2 months, yeah, Gon cooked him up, of course, using his dad's fishing rod. These boys are getting stronger. Also, in every single fight, I'm pretty sure, Gon just rips out a floor tile and flips it around. It's like a signature move at this point. Now, after this fight against Gio, the Nen system gets fully explained. So we understand it now. We understand it completely. There are 6 different types of Nen users in this world, with 6 different Nen types, as you would guess. The 6 different Nen types are on the screen right now, with Enhancer, strengthening oneself or an object. A Transmuter is when you can change your aura into something else. A Conjurer is to make things from aura. A Manipulator can control things with the aura, and an Emitter can detach aura from their body. And a Specialist is like a technique unique to the user. We find out that Gon's an Enhancer, getting stronger. Killua is a Transmuter, changing the aura, and Zushi is a Manipulator, which is like controlling things with aura. They find out that learning Nen is actually required to be a hunter, so they both pass the test. And we find out that Kurapika and Hanzo have also learnt it from other teachers. Alright, before we go into the finale of the Heavens Arena arc, which is obviously the epic battle between Gon and Hisoka, I've got to glaze Nen real quick. I do like it a lot. Like, it's so personal to the characters. Hisoka's technique fits him amazingly. I don't know why, but it just does. It's so, like, tricky, you know what I mean? Like a little clown, little trickster clown. And the whole power system kind of reminds me of stands from JoJo. Now, I haven't watched all of JoJo's. I'm only on part 3. And it's very similar with JoJo's, where the stands are like a reflection of their own character as well. I don't know. The correlations are there. And obviously, now that we've got Nen, like this power system, I've fell in love with Hunter x Hunter so much more. Because, like, I want to see everyone else's techniques. I want to see what Kurapika's got going on. Really, like, kind of brings you into the world a bit and makes the fights, like, so much more cool. Hisoka has had possibly the most development in this arc. This guy has developed so much as a character. At first, he was just a weird clown obsessed with Gon and Killua. And now, he's a weird clown who's obsessed with Gon and Killua. But he's also riddled with mystery, a layer of disguise, like literally and metaphorically, because of that bungee paper thing where he can, like, take off his spider tattoo. And he's a very suitable character to help Gon and Killua get more powerful. He is weird, though. God damn. This very smoothly brings us to, like, the best fight we've seen in this series. It's just pure hands, hands, hands and more hands. And of course, even more hands. The animation team absolutely cooked up this fight, and it's definitely my favourite section of this arc. But damn, why is Gon lifting the floor every single time? It was so cold though, like when Gon finally hit Hisoka and gave the badge back, yeah, it was cold. Obviously Gon lost, but the first 3 minutes of the fight made it all worth it. Someone needs to tell Hisoka to take it easy. Alright, so what are my final takeaways after finishing the second arc of Hunter x Hunter? I thought it was fire. I definitely did prefer it to the Hunter exam. But, like, what are the reasons why? I think the main reason why is because of Nen. Just having this power system helped so much. And it's so interesting, you know, unique to each character. And it feels different to other animes. It's drawn me in and made me binge this arc. I know it was only 9 episodes, but I finished it so fast. Secondly, Hisoka's weird, but his character is very interesting. He has ties to the Phantom Troupe. He's a fake. They don't know it. You know what I mean? It's a whirlwind of a character. And finally, I would like to say it's because they foreshadow the future arcs. You can feel the stakes. Like, if they don't get good at Nen, they're cooked in York New City. The way they're setting up York New, like it's this big, bad, grand arc, is making me eager to watch and enjoy. And I've heard that the next 3 arcs in this story, York New, Greed Island, and Chimera Ant, are like some of the 3 best consecutive arcs in all of shonen anime. With Greed Island being the weakest, apparently, but still, I've heard York New's 10-10 and Chimera Ant is 10-10. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Heaven's Arena, I'm going to give you a humble 7.5. In terms of what we learnt for the story and the excitement that I have to see it progress, is a 10-10. Heaven's Arena is where Hunter x Hunter really starts to get good, and we can only hope it goes up from here.